Today I want to talk about the account setup that I have and why I believe it will help me to profit regardless of what the overall markets do. And it allows me a lot of flexibility in approaching trading if and when I have time, on top of taking care of core investments. So let's get into it. So here you can see a total breakdown of my account structure. Now I'm gonna go over each of these individually, so it's important to kind of hear out the strategy behind each account, as well as kind of my approach to breaking these accounts up into bite-sized pieces so they're easier to manage, in my opinion. First and foremost, we have my 401k, which is currently handled through John Hancock. Now, I'll be completely honest, I don't dislike John Hancock, but that's who my employer utilizes. I prefer Fidelity. So if you have an option, I would at least look into Fidelity. But hey, I'm stuck with John Hancock and it's working out okay. Now, 45% of my investment, most of these being 10+ year holds. This is focused on great stocks, dividend, this is the growth. The reason I simply have a green arrow is, in theory, while there is some hedging that takes place in 401ks, mostly what you're banking on in 401k is that the stock market is going to continue to go up. So it's really mostly just long positions. For me, this is something that I review once a year. I take a look at my allocations and figure out. Now, if there's a significant market event, it will happen when that happens, but I'm not really changing anything I'm doing here. One quick piece of advice. I did my very best to contribute 10% of each paycheck into my 401k from the time I was 22. I'm not saying I was always there. I'm not saying everyone can do that, but that's what experts recommend. I'll do an eventual video on my 401k where you can see how big that has paid off to this point and how big I think it will pay off in the long term. Now, second is my Roth IRA. Now, this is essentially like a 401k, only I manage this much more actively. This makes up 25% of my investments. Usually a hold in here is 6 months to 10 years. That can vary. So this one, I do hedge against the market. So that is why I play it both up and down, as signified by the red and green arrows. This is also great stocks and dividends. You're wanting to focus on growth here. Momentum. My momentum account is 20% of investments. This is 1 day to 6 months. This is volatile, newsworthy companies. So this is more of a swing trading account is what people would reference it as. However, my key focus here is the momentum aspect. This is where I made plays in the Reddit trade with Wall Street bets, trades like that. That all takes place in this account, as well as growth strategies, any sectors that are hot. Like if EVs are getting a ton of attention, that's something that might get put into this account. Now, hear me out. I have this day trading account. It's my favorite account of this whole list. But I have to tell you something. You do not need to put that burden or that onus on yourself. Not everyone has time to day trade. Not everyone has interest in day trading. All I'm highlighting in this video is the fact that I've diversified into multiple accounts, fits my trading strategies, my risk profile, and allows me to approach the market from a bunch of different angles and profit in a number of different ways, even simultaneously. So keep in mind that this is just 5% of my overall investments. These are 1 day, intraday, never overnight. That is a rule I have in this day trading account. I do not roll back on that. I keep that in place. Now, if you watch my video on trading a single stock, I trade Snapchat. It fits all of my criteria. I lay out that criteria. Again, it really comes down to volatility, being optionable, and fitting a range where I can read the chart relatively well. I'm familiar with it, but on top of that, I only have to watch news for one stock. Next, I have my crypto account. This is also 5% of my investment. This is a 1 day to 6 months, even though I've held Ethereum for much longer. But Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, this is where I focus on those core cryptocurrencies because of the fact that I find they have the most value. They're the ones that are actually gonna, be worthwhile as an investment vehicle versus just a trade. Although I do trade them from time to time, anything from a day trade to a swing trade. Now, I promise I know what 100% is, but I'm giving you rough percentages. So that's why YOLO and gamble is like less than 1%, but sometimes 2 to 4%. For example purposes, we're gonna say less than 1% of investments are for my YOLO or gambles. These are literal companies you would never wanna invest in or hold long term. This also includes cryptocurrencies. It's one of those things that literally I don't care about this money. I've written it off before I transfer it into said stock or cryptocurrency. Well guys, thanks for checking out the video. If you found anything helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. I hate to ask for it, but it is helpful to the channel. Gets me out there to more people. Also, if you have any requested videos, please feel free to comment down below. I'll do the best I can to do those types of videos. Josh, I'm looking at you. I got a video coming out for you, man, shortly in regards to literal square one, how to pick a broker, setting up accounts, things to consider that way. So that should be forthcoming shortly. But other than that, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again real soon. Bye.